That's right, and we're actually right here. So you're looking at a live image of the mayor here looking at the destruction and some of the damage firsthand. There's also other law enforcement and a fire crew still in this area. But you heard from that briefing that no one living in this neighborhood was transported from the scene at this time. But at first glance, looking at this destruction, that was everyone's first concern. The fatalities is limited to just the people on board on that private Cessna. But you also heard officials saying they were still working to extinguish a small fire. Right now, we're not seeing much or any smoke in the area, but about 15 minutes ago, we were looking at some flames. It seems like they were able to extinguish it. Right now, certain parts are still smoldering. You can see that. I think the biggest destruction really comes from this house, what you're looking at, right? You can see just the truck, right? The windows blown out. The truck, also part of it is peeled out because of that fire or the heat of the plane as it barreled down through here. Many of these cars were pushed into yards, also in the middle of the street because of that strong impact. And of course, the debris that's still scattered throughout the street is also in that area. What's also shocking is knowing that the plane and parts of the plane are in front of some of these homes. And at this point, it's just mangled metal here in this area. Investigators have been going one by one, checking each damaged vehicle. Their first priority was checking that no one was inside and that no one was injured. And we heard from that briefing that no one living here were transported to the hospital, but now they're going back to investigate really the damage. We have FAA here investigating part of the impact. We are also seeing the hazmat team who was here. They were working with San Diego Fire and Rescue, hosing down the street because I can tell you that the fuel jet is really strong. That's still a strong odor here in this area. That's why no one is allowed back in here until the hazmat team has really monitored and figured out really the toxicity that's in the air and really on the streets because of that jet fuel. Crews are here also monitoring the situation, really the impact. We have multiple police officers, and again, we have the mayor here looking at the impact firsthand at the first time and noticing the destruction after getting a briefing just about 30 minutes ago, knowing the updates. So we have been trying to see also any other updates as far as the destruction, but we know that the FAA is working in conjunction with NTSB and also our fire crews and police officers. And some of these water hose that you're seeing on the ground here, that is what they're doing to kind of hose off any jet fuel or any toxicity that might still be a hazmat situation. But really, guys, just shocking to be standing here and looking at this destruction and all the debris that's in here, some downed trees and down branches, debris from car parts that were burned, as well as car parts from that airplane as it barreled through the street, impacting multiple homes. Whether it was impactful in a strong way by just seeing some of the corner houses, or at least the corner house, that was, I think, the main impact, but still 15 or at least 15 homes impacted one way or another. We'll keep you guys updated with more details as this continues to be really the investigation. But again, just standing here and seeing the destruction, trying to think back that this all sort of unfolded at 4 a.m. when people were sleeping and they had to run out for safety. We know that really dozens of people, a handful, are actually evacuated, and some of them have been left without a home because part of their home is, destructed. It was obviously impacted by this plane. So definitely just a lot to take in as we're standing here.